Okay, I have no idea if this is going to work. Just as we were going live, as is custom, my technology failed and I lost my webcam. So I'm going to try and do this on my phone. Let's see. Let's see if I can mount it on my phone. Just like that. Let's see if that works. Maybe. Hopefully everyone's able to hear and see me. I don't even know if we have any audience members yet, but if you can, I don't know, let's do it like that maybe. Nope, that didn't work. Sorry guys, I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but we're going to attempt it. So worst comes to worst, I'm just talking to myself, but this is what we've got. So I got a box and I wanted to share it with everyone. If you can hear me, comment. If you cannot hear me, you'll have no idea what I'm saying. So have a box that arrived. Let's take a look and see what's inside the box. This is a very well packed box. I am reasonably critical about how boxes are packed since I received so many of them. It came with some beautiful paperwork. Take a look. That should give you a hint as to what I'm receiving. I am not going to open the paperwork right now, but it was included in the package. And it is very heavily wrapped. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Whoever wrapped this one wrapped it quite nicely. I have received all type of swords, from reproductions, low end, high end, to original antiques. And you would be surprised at the condition that many of them have arrived to me in. Okay. We're almost there. Aha! Something's popping out. Okay. First layer of protection done. It has a warning on here. Please do not touch blade with bare hands. I like whoever wrapped this. They have definitely taken their time. So I have the outer pajamas of the sword, and as most of you have probably been able to guess, this is a Japanese sword. Here we go. It's not a particularly large Japanese sword, based on what we have here. Oh my. This is quite lovely. Oh my, this is very lovely. Look at this. Here. We're going to glove up just in case we have any mishaps. All right. Glove and two gloves. Not that I was planning to touch the blade with my bare hands anyway, but better safe than sorry. Okay, who's ready for the reveal? Do, 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 do. Look at how pretty this is. That just glides off of the beautiful lacquered tsuba. So this is a really nice piece. Just the koshirai here is quite nice. So we've got full samagawa for the ska here, and the two little manuki are done in gold, and they appear to be dragons. Let me see if I can see. Yeah, it looks like they're two dragons, one on each side. The manuki is similarly lacquered. I don't get to see that very often. So I like the little manuki pin being lacquered like that. And the corrugata is blended in very nicely here. So overall, this is very, very fine work. So I don't know what period the koshirai comes from. I would assume that it's Edo, but it's older. So I do have my cheat sheet somewhere here. Let's see. So my cheat sheet says that this is, oh, I don't have it. Hang on one second. It might be in the little origami that I have right there. But, okay. So the tanto is from Miyazawa Masada Ken Nyodo Masae. It is a Shinto piece. It should be 9 sun, 9 bun, which should come out to 30 centimeters in length. So this is going to be just under turning into a wakizashi. So it should be a pretty big tanto once we pull it out. Who would like to see the blade? Say yes if you would like to see the blade. Hopefully someone can hear it. So I'm going to let out the Ikuchi fittings, and it just slides out oh so gently. Very, very easy that it comes out. I really like that habaki. So that habaki has been blued and is really dark to match the rest of the fittings. So that's Ikuchi fittings there. And you can start to see the activity of the, I don't know if it's actually Choji Hamon on here, but it curls all the way through the tip. This is a Hirazukuri cross section, so it doesn't have a secondary bevel, a Shinoki G. It's just a nice steady grind all the way to the end of the blade. And it's very, very handsome. Of course. It's got a very prominent mune, so the spine on here is quite tall and thick along the back. So even if I hold it in profile here, it stands up. So Damocles says this is a solid shakudo habaki. That's spectacular. Oh man, love seeing that in person. It looks beautiful. It's worth the extra cash, my friend. That is great. This looks really, really nice in person. You can see some hada in there. So I'm intentionally holding it to the camera to get all the light. So that means it's backlit. So I'm being blinded by it in order to make sure that everyone can see it really, really well. The edge looks like it's in really good shape. Might see very small indication of some of the sharpening work or the profiling that has been done towards the tip. I can see where the polishing line is right here, marking the kasaki. So it, like on this type of a blade where there's not a geometric yokote, where does the kasaki start? And there is the polishing mark, which you might be able to make out on the mune, which starts right there, designating where the yokote starts, even though there's just a gradual transition all along the arc of the edge going towards the tip. And again, we'll just go back here and look at how beautiful those dragons are executed. How the kashira is taken care of. Fuchi all looks good. I'll put it down very briefly. You can see the koiguchi and all the rest of the saya, the scabbard. Even just holding it is very nice. You're used to holding modern reproductions, and you get used to a certain level of even though they're smooth, you're used to a certain level of irregularity in their structure, and this has none of that. This is just feels almost like glass all the way down because of how even the finish is. So it's really, really beautiful example with how well it's done. So they say it is 11.8 inches or 30 centimeters. Let me see about that. So we have my handy dandy ruler here. And if we measure it out to the haba, yeah, pretty much spot on. So the measurements are pretty good. If I just measure the Modosane, was coming in at right about 8 millimeters there, and at the Kisaki-sane, let's see, oh, I'm doing this with the wrong hands, but I'll try. Tapers down to about 4.5 millimeters at the tip. So starting at a base of around 8 millimeters and tapering to about 4 millimeters where the Kisaki starts. And with a Motohaba of about, it's a little hard to tell because the moon sticks out so much, but I'd say right about 30 millimeters. And at the Kisaki, about 2.2 centimeters, or 22 centimeters. So a little bit of taper along its length, which makes it really nice. And again, this here is the curry, which is commonly seen on tanto. It's one of the more common styles of cross section. It's going to make this a very powerful and wicked cutter on here. But the artistry is just absolutely spectacular. This is just beautiful. So Damocles, you're saying that the Manuki are gilded silver, so they're done in silver with gold over it. And underneath it, I can see some sort of adhesive. I'm not sure what was used to keep them secured, but just be aware that they do seem to be glued in place. I haven't seen that before where they've been glued on like that. So they won't fall off on you. Let's put it that way. That's great. But the action is really lovely. It feels very nice in the hand. And it slides perfectly in for this Aikuchi type of fitting without any proper guard. So that is a really, really beautiful antique. And I think my friend Damocles is going to be very happy to receive this. This is a really lovely example of a Japanese tanto. So I hope everyone enjoyed that. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm not even sure what resolution this is broadcasting on, but you know, we do the best with what we've got. So next time we will be operating on all cylinders and hopefully filming in slightly higher quality. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little sword, and we will be back on the channel next time with even more swords. Take care, guys.